Nobody talks about this phase, the phase when you disappear, not because you quit, it's because you're preparing to win. If you're always available, always around, you're always online, you're not locked in, you're leaking energy, and that's why you find yourself feeling stuck. You see, most people in today's world are addicted to attention, not progress. They want likes, they want replies, they want that sense of validation. But none of those things build you. It's the silence, it's the repetition, it's the obsession. Those are the things that build you. In the world of social media, in the world of technology, we're under this illusion of, if I don't post something, I'm not making progress. Or if somebody doesn't post something, they're not making progress, because everything seems like it has to be seen, when that is not the case. Let me ask you this. When was the last time you went a week without telling someone your plans? Because we always feel like we have to let people know what we get up to, because it gives us this sense of confirmation that we've actually did something once we tell people our plans, when that's not the case. Not everything has to be shown. Silence, as I said before, silence is what builds you. It's also very crucial and important for you to realize and understand solitude isn't loneliness, it's weaponized focus. There's a huge difference between being alone and being in solitude. One drains you and the other builds you, because solitude gives you time to reflect, rebuild, and reconstruct your mind. And most of the time we gain success in an area of our life, it's when we take that step back away from all the noise. It's when we take a step back, focus on ourselves, rebuild, kind of rebrand ourselves, and lock in. And sometimes as human beings, we may feel guilty when we decide to give more attention to ourselves than we used to, because we start neglecting others. In a way, we start like separating from our friends, from our peers, etc. And it kind of looks standoffish or selfish. And that's why most people don't want to lock in, don't want to be in solitude, because they fear the risk of being judged. Oh, why is he acting different? Why is she acting different? When we need to step back, forget what anyone else is saying, avoid all the noise, and really hone in on ourselves and hone in on what we want to do, who we want to become. And that honestly leads on to what I was going to say next. Cutting people off isn't cruel, it's necessary. Sometimes you have to do it. In order to grow, you have to leave people behind. You're not being heartless, you're being honest. You're being honest to yourself. If the people around you aren't pushing you, they're pulling you. They're pulling you down with them. Because remember, energy leeches. Distractions are often masked by friendships. And honestly, that's probably the biggest guilt holding people back from actually isolating, because they, as I said before, they fear of what their peers or friends may think or say about them. There's this quote from someone close to me that actually opened my eyes. It goes like this: if you want to fly, you have to give up everything that weighs you down. And it's true. If you want to grow, if you want to fly, you have to give up everything that weighs you down. Friends, even some family. It's just the truth. And obviously, this is not in all cases, but in some cases, it is the people that are close to you that are weighing you down. And you may not be able to see that until you do that cut off, do that isolation period for you to realize. And by you growing and by you reaching new levels and heights, your growth will make people uncomfortable. And that's a sign that you're on track, because you're going to hear things like you've changed or you're different. That's the whole point. You're not supposed to stay the same. This is where people mess up and people forget. We are not supposed to stay the same. We're ever changing and we're ever growing. We're supposed to change and evolve. As humans, we evolve. So I don't understand all this stuff when people saying you've changed or you're different. You're not supposed to be the same person you was when you was 18 at 30. You're not supposed to be the same person. You're supposed to grow and change. And as the years go on, you reach new levels and heights to yourself. That's what most people don't understand. And it's not even most people, it's just ignorant people. Ignorant people like those friends of yours that you need to cut off. And even without having to fully isolate or be in solitude, you can kind of grasp and understand and get familiarized that you're kind of outgrowing your environment. Like, even by not being so conscious of it, you start to realize, as you dive in and delve into your self-improvement journey and you get deeper into yourself and you keep growing, you keep learning more about yourself, the moment you're around your friends or just environments that you're used to or you've grown up in, you start to realize and start to see that you've eventually started outgrowing your environment, outgrowing your friendship groups. And as I said before, these things are completely normal because we're supposed to change. And also your friends are supposed to change with you. But if they don't, then it's time to say bye-bye. And honestly, this is something that I had to understand, that if everybody understands your journey probably isn't bold enough, or your goal or dream isn't bold enough, or it isn't challenging to the mainstream media. Your goals and dreams are supposed to be outlandish to others, that they can't fathom it because they're your goals. They can't fathom your goals because they're not their goals, they're your goals. That's why it may seem crazy, but it's not, because you know that it's possible because it's for you. And also, the world rewards mastery, not noise. The loudest person in the room is rarely the most dangerous person. The most dangerous person is the one you never see coming, or the one you didn't even realize was in that room. And in this video, when I talk about laying low, being in solitude, and really rebranding and rebuilding yourself and stepping back, think about it as a war room, not a retreat, because this time that you're going to hone in on yourself, lay low, be in solitude, just grind. That is for you, and you're going to get mental clarity. Not only get closer to yourself, but you're also going to reach your goals much quicker. Your goals, and when I mean your goals, I mean your monthly goals. How many kg or how many pounds do you want to gain this month? How much profit do you want to make in your business? Whatever it is, this is the time that you need to really focus on yourself and actually get things done. And when you come back into the scene, people are going to respect you, because people don't respect talk. They respect action and they respect doers. You took the initiative for yourself to separate from everything, hone in on yourself, and then come back when you're ready. That's what people respect. And obviously, it's not about getting people's respect, but this is just another thing to think about, because once people respect you, they will respect when you oftenly do it, when you oftenly take a step back, because they see that you actually are serious and you care about yourself. Honestly, even me, I take a few step backs from my friendship group or my circle every now and then, and every time they see me, there's always something to say, and there's always a new level that I've reached, because I'm always changing and I'm always growing. So every time I speak to my friends or my peers that I haven't seen in a while, there's always something to say, and I'm always doing something, because I'm not just going away because I'm doing nothing. I'm going away because I'm honing in on myself even more. And the reason why I'm even making this video is from experience. I've done this numerous of times and I've seen the benefits it's given me. Anybody watching this video who's thinking that this won't help them is honestly delusional, and you should click off the video, because how can honing in on yourself, being in solitude, weaponized focus, being fully focused on the task at hand, how can that have any negative effects on your life? Please let me know. This phase, the silence, the solitude, it's not forever, but it is necessary. Just trust me, lay low, lock in, and when you come back, the world will notice. And always remember this, you don't owe the world updates, you owe yourself results.